Let's get into more of these top headlines here. Our next one takes us to the U.S. island territory there of Puerto Rico. And this is what we are learning there out of the island, that more than 1.4 million customers in Puerto Rico lost electricity just today when all of the island's power plants were knocked out of service. The New York Times describes this as the latest frustrating blackout for residents who have suffered years of them. And so what you're looking at right now is this commuter train that was evacuated in San Juan after the island-wide power outage. This is the second island-wide power outage since New Year's Eve. Now, it caused this train to come to a stop on that elevated track there. Take a look at this. Now, Puerto Rico's Integrated Transportation Authority said the blackout prompted the temporary suspension of all service there on Tren Urbano. And you can see their footage from Ezekiel Sanchez showing a stalled train and dozens of passengers on the track there. Now, the executive director of ATI, that's Puerto Rico's Integrated Transportation Authority, he said a total of 162 people were evacuated without incident, and that buses were being deployed and provided to help the passengers reach their destinations here. So can you imagine there, the power goes out, the train you're riding on there just stalls because of these island-wide blackouts here. I want to put this up. This is a statement there on social media saying this, that we have begun the process of restoring the electrical system following the unexpected shutdown of all generating plants. The Palo Seco plant came online around 3 p.m., which represents a key step toward system recovery. This is from Luma Energy, the spokesperson there, one of the main utilities on the island. They say based on current projections, it is estimated that restoring service to 90% of customers could take between 48 and 72 hours. They say we will continue to provide official updates through our channels as restoration work progresses. That is from power supplier Luma Energy. Also, we're hearing from Democratic Congressman from New York, Richie Torres. He says this: Puerto Rico's failing electric grid is a humanitarian crisis, one that will only worsen during the summer months when electricity demand reaches its peak here. Now, according to the New York Times, the blackout led to gridlock on Puerto Rico's roads as transit officers tried to direct cars at intersections with disabled traffic lights. People rushed to gas stations for fuel to power emergency generators. And we just brought you this video here of this train in San Juan. As you can see there, came to a stop, forcing passengers to clamber out and walk down an overpass. Also, Plaza Las Americas, the island's biggest mall, largely shut down there as well. In the meantime here, as you know, there is a large Puerto Rican American community in New York City. I want to put this statement up. This is from the chairman of the New York City Council Finance Committee on the New York City Council. Justin Brannon is his name. He says this in his statement: that another island-wide blackout in Puerto Rico thanks to Luma Energy, who says it could take up to 72 hours to restore power. Brandon says New York City has a role to play here and a responsibility to do so. He says when your family's hurting, you show up. Obviously, you know, Puerto Rico has suffered extensive power grid problems since Hurricane Maria devastated the island back in 2017, including periodic blackouts that have exasperated residents and businesses, forcing them to change or cancel plans and lose appliances and electronics to unpredictable power surges here. So wanted to make sure we got that in there on this Wednesday evening. It's about 7:40 on this Wednesday night there in San Juan. In the meantime,